What is going on, everybody? Xaenca here, back once again with another dose of toxic masculinity for you. Or so they say. Friendly reminder as always, links to the previous videos are in the description down below if you did happen to miss them, and if you do end up enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. In the last video, we went over what can only be called an obscene amount of manipulation by Disney and Marvel that went into what resulted in a successful $153 million opening weekend for Captain Marvel. Apparently, YouTube didn't feel like pushing that one out, which is fair. They've pushed my crap out more than I ever expected them to as it is, to which I'm appreciative. Also kind of needed a little bit of a slowdown period. Things have been getting a little bit crazy lately. But because they didn't push that one out, here is the abridged version for you. They had Rotten Tomatoes remove the want to see percentages from the website altogether due to Captain Marvel hitting a 27% want to see percentage. Then they had Rotten Tomatoes delete 54,000 user reviews when the movie came out. I witnessed it myself. They had YouTube alter the search algorithm to suppress videos and creators negatively criticizing Brie Larson or Captain Marvel the film itself, and push mainstream shill media outlets like The Verge, Wired, or Variety to the top of the results. Speaking of mainstream shill media outlets, they were all whipped into a frenzy of discrediting any negative criticism of Brie Larson or Captain Marvel, chalking it up to the straw man argument where sexism and misogyny are to blame, and that if you had anything bad to say about either, it was because you were afraid of a strong female character. Basically, all of the shill media entities were the embodiment of what Clark Gregg had to say about the matter.
I don't know if the expression is butthurt about seeing someone else get a hero that looks like them, but that's because they've always had heroes that look like them.
Agent Coulson is back and he has a message for the Captain Marvel haters.
There are people who get very bent out of shape about the fact that she's a woman and that Brie's a woman and wants to see women moving into an equal place in humanity to men. Sad. It must be sad to be that kind of dinosaur wandering toward the tar pits.
Bruh, you are dumb as fuck. I often wonder if people like Clark Gregg or any of the celebrities that are defending this situation actually believe that people are hating on the movie because it has a female lead, or they're just being told what to say. Because clearly, these people work in Hollywood. They should know the success that Wonder Woman had. They should know the success that Alita Battle Angel had, despite the critics already shooting it down before it even came out. Let's not even go back for the past few decades of successful female-led movies. Like, I legitimately wonder if any of these morons in their echo chamber actually believe the shit that they're saying. I know people at the Mary Sue probably do. There's some goddamn morons over there. But anyway, then they strategically placed the movie outside of the summer blockbuster timeframe to ensure that it had nothing to compete with, and in advance of Endgame to capitalize on the thirst for Marvel movies left by Infinity War. Just reiterating what I said in the last video, it would be embarrassing as hell if you did not succeed in the window that you released this movie in. But one thing I did not go over yet was something that Ethan Van Sciver talked about recently on the Comic Artist Pro Secrets channel, where he discovered that positive reviews for Captain Marvel were being spam botted on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'll make it very simple and clear. Captain Marvel is really worth the watch. There's a little deja vu hitting me here. Little deja vu. I'll make it very simple and clear. I'll make it very simple and clear. That's weird. Let's go on to the next page. Some guy named Brandon Kiley. I'll make it very simple and clear. Captain Marvel is really worth a watch. Oh, that's weird. Here's a guy named Nathan. Can we get a focus? Nathan Lalazerne. I'll make it very simple and clear. Captain. That's odd. Next page. Some guy named Mustab Ahmed. I'll make it very simple and clear. Captain Marvel is really worth a watch. Here's somebody named Daniel Ornelas. I'll make it very simple and clear. Captain Marvel is really worth a watch. Fascinating. Here's somebody down here, Manas Pourwar. I'll make it very simple and clear. Captain Marvel is really worth a watch. This is very, very strange. Okay. Keep going here. Yeah.
Obviously, this was just a tiny slice of the whole video, so I highly recommend going over to his channel and checking the rest of the video and his other stuff out. But this information goes hand in hand with the 54,000 user reviews that were deleted, because it was at something like 58,500 and it was at 33% audience liked it. I was at work around 10 a.m. when it happened, and it went down to like 4,200 or something like that, and it was at 36% audience liked it. And then it kept climbing and climbing and climbing, and basically, with the help of these spam-botted positive reviews, it went from the 30s to the 50s, and now it's fluctuating between the 50s and 60s. So who was behind this fake Captain Marvel positive review spam botting? Option 1, it was Disney and Marvel. That's option 1. Option 2, it was supporters of Captain Marvel, the people that said they wanted to positive review bomb the movie. Or option 3, it was anti-Captain Marvel people that wanted this story to get out that fake positive reviews were being botted to make Disney and Marvel look bad. All of it's speculation, obviously, but the question is, are Disney and Marvel really that stupid to spam bot positive reviews that say the same thing over and over and over again? I don't know, they did hire Brie Larson, choose to make her the face of the MCU moving forward. Try to tout Captain Marvel as this popular character within the Marvel comics, when her comic books have failed over and over and over again. That's forced them to reboot the comics 8 times in like the past 10 years or something like that, and claim that she's going to be the most powerful in the MCU when she's not really all that in the comics either. You're gonna say different universe, the MCU is a different universe. Then why was everything pretty much up to par until this point? The point is, Disney and Marvel have done some pretty goddamn stupid things lately, so the signs point to yes, they could be that stupid. Now, in the last video, a lot of people commented that looking into the whole Disney lied about the box office numbers, or they manipulated it in some shape or form. Yes, it is the con. I'm gonna space out what I'm saying here. Spira, I'm gonna space it out just a little bit more, C, of Disney manipulating the box office numbers. Now, I didn't say that word because of his algorithm change lately where they're trying to push those kind of videos down, so I'm just gonna call it cons from here on out. So the whole cons, I mean, I guess it was brought to light by Cosmic Book News. I did read that article. Disney lying about Captain Marvel box office numbers, question mark. And yes, I did also watch the Memology 101 video. Great channel, very entertaining. So yes, I did see all of the empty theaters and people posting online like, oh, look at the empty theater I'm in on opening night for Captain Marvel. I guess so much for people showing up to Captain Marvel. Oh, look at the seating charts. Nobody wants to go see this movie. I saw all of it. Can't confirm nor deny any of it. I mean, I did not go opening weekend to see this movie. I'm not gonna watch it during its theater run. They could show a photo of them being in a different movies, like seating. People can make stuff up, is all I'm saying. And as much as I like believing in cons as much as the next guy, they're fun, you know what I mean? Consing is fun. However, I'm only like, I don't know, 5-10% into this cons, and the reason being that I even have a 5 or 10% is because of the sheer amount of manipulation that Disney and Marvel have done already to ensure this movie is successful on paper. The other side of me is like, isn't that illegal? Like, isn't that like stock manipulation? Because if they make their movie out to be more successful than it is, like falsifying that information to the public, wouldn't the SEC go after them for that? I mean, it's a publicly traded company. I don't know what kind of deals, but like, just to give an example, if they had a deal with a theater where they make 50% of all the revenue and they just pumped $50 million into it, that guarantees $25 million of it back, but then all it was a $25 million expense for, I guess, marketing purposes to make their movie look so much better to the general public. And then there could be insider trading involved with that could lead to like $25 million in damages, plus a possible 20 years in a federal penitentiary. I just don't see them taking that risk. But hey, there's still that 5 to 10% that says they might have, haha. Fact of the matter is, whether or not it's true, Captain Marvel is a financial success on paper. Critical success, obviously not. What about a success as far as audiences go? Well, to half of them apparently. But the question remains, does this movie have legs? Does it have sustainability? Because we all saw the Monday drop-off of 71%. This picked up for Tuesday, which across the United States at least there's Tuesday discounts for movies. But that Monday drop-off is a little bit of a concern if you're at Disney or Marvel right now. Again, I'm just gonna reiterate, this movie has nothing competing against it directly for the next few weeks at least. I mean, word of mouth is probably not gonna help this movie because everyone that I've watched talk about this movie, left wing, right wing, people who have all sorts of opinions regarding the politics behind it and so on and so forth, still just find it a meh movie overall. Like if I average everything out, it usually lands on the 6 or 7 out of 10. That's where it averages out, and it's even echoed on Rotten Tomatoes, even though that website's complete and total bullshit now, not to be trusted at all. But it's not a complete shit movie. It's serviceable, it's also not incredible. It's neither a 1 nor a 10. If you think one or the other, you're probably letting your emotions impair your judgment on that one. Because I don't even need to see the movie to know that Marvel and Disney have the budget to at least make it serviceable. Without even watching any of their movies moving forward, I can start every single one of the future Marvel movies at a 5 at least, you know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is that serviceable average movies, just very meh, it was okay movies, don't really get a lot of word of mouth. Word of mouth is when like something blows your mind and you're like, oh my god, you need to watch this movie. When it's just okay and your friend just comes out of the theater and he's like, hey, I just went to watch Captain Marvel, and you're like, oh, how was it? It was okay. Are you really like compelled to like, oh man, I need to see it then? So those are the two major factors, I think, in whether or not it has legs or sustainability. One positive is it has nothing competing against it. On the other end though, it doesn't have word of mouth working for it. So take it however which way you want. It remains to be seen whether or not this has any legs to stand on, really. Now where I'm at right now with this is that Endgame's gonna make a shitload of money. It's going to be the end of phase 3. We followed this for so long and it finally culminates into this massive moment in basically comic book movie history. But Captain Marvel's participation in Endgame is really going to be the catalyst that defines whether or not the MCU is going to start in a nosedive for phase 4 moving forward. Disney and Marvel really need to do some soul searching and really make sure that they actually want Brie Larson to be the face of the MCU phase 4. Especially after a movie ended up being the lowest rated movie in the MCU so far. I'm just saying. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. If you did end up enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends, family, whoever would be interested in garbage like this. And subscribe, ring that notification bell, hit that always so you're always alerted every time I put out another one of these teriyaki burgers. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you guys next time.